Welcome back, everyone. This is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, here with the matchup video for Archipelago Raid December. And let's just take a look at how these matchups got set up this time. This is the second time this event has gone on, so we know that the map has changed, and we know that everyone's in their respective areas now, but I do want to point out a couple of things now that we can see everything. First off, we have a center lush sanctum. It does come with training speed and travel speed so that you can start building up your troops after you've taken it and have that a little bit of extra speed to get more building resources as necessary. Also comes with a 1-day shield, so once you take it, you can protect yourself for the rest of the day if you so choose and just focus on defense. The other thing that I wanted to point out is the fact that this map is significantly smaller. I know it may not seem like it at first, but the amount of distance required to get from point A to point B feels a lot smaller this time around. So hopefully this will allow people to get to where they're going a bit faster with a lot less downtime during the game. This could be counterproductive in the sense that if all the fighting happens in the first couple of days, we've got a new island raid on our hands, and people are starting to get a little bored of that. So with that being said, let's take a look at the matchups. Do you remember how when I go through Darkseal and I say the people that are stuck in G1 that probably don't belong in G1 did something wrong in a past life? Well, that's us this time around. Here we are, Region 164 NBD in G1. I have no idea why we're here. I don't. Granted, as far as the other alliances that are in here, there's a couple of really heavy hitters. ROK, DHX, AOW. There are some names we all know. And as far as the massive alliances like that, that's pretty much it. It's kind of interesting that G1 is as tame, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. I mean, ANCS still has 10 billion. Then you've got TH45 at 7 billion and NME at 6 billion, but for a G1 setup, knowing that DHX is at 21 billion and their allies are 6 and 7 versus almost guaranteed versus 18 billion, 6 billion, and 7 billion. It just seems like an odd matchup this time around for G1. AOW still has Deathlock and a couple of really strong players, so I think on the field they'll definitely be a problem for whoever goes up against them. But otherwise, it seems as if they wanted to have an interesting matchup between Jade and Golden. And I'm wondering if it's just the people who were consistently fighting during the last Archipelago raid, and they wanted to have people that were going to be active. So maybe they just wanted people who were willing to fight. And we did. We were definitely a part of the groups that were willing to fight last time around. Battle overview G2. This is where things... This doesn't make any sense how this one is so much stronger than this one. But then again, once you get past HMB and Boone, you've got some names that you know fine, but most of them have left. Lost has paired up in here. You have Spec, who we know. ANKD in line we've seen before. LM4S, OXO, SLGS are names we've seen before. DF39 is a new one. So it'll be interesting to see how this one works out, but Boone and HMB definitely being across from each other was the goal here. G3 for Golden and Jade, you've got BTW, LAS, SKNG, ANCB. You still have a fairly even group for Golden and Jade versus 4 alliances each in Azure and Crimson. I think they actually tried to even both of these out this time. Now, once you get past the hand-picked ones, this is where it gets algorithm-based, and you can tell that they aren't picking on their own. They're letting the game decide for them. We've got 4 in each alliance and each legion, and up here in the tops we have names that definitely belong up here. Rise, Mink, God W, Sind, Soar, Pods. I remember Pods. Hal, who had a nice outing at Darkseal. New D, Cozy, Hot 9, SMHS. Rounding out the top 5. I did say I would check out one for a buddy of mine. This is an odd one here as well. Once you get down here, there's still 3 alliances in a Legion for Golden and Jade. Now, my buddy here is in 277 SOR, so here, let's go ahead and take a look at this one, because I was kind of curious why they have it split up the way that they do. Jade Legion, total of 5.7. Crimson with 6.8. 5.7. 6.8. So they tried, yeah, this is definitely algorithm based. But they made Crimson and Azure the strong ones, not Golden and Jade, and it's very possible for Crimson and Azure to be on the same team. It would be nothing for Crimson and Azure to work together towards one side, take it over, and then Jade would be stuck in their hole trying to help out Golden for the 8 from a place they can't even leave. But all in all, I think this one will definitely be interesting. I wish we weren't in G1, but it is what it is, and we will definitely be fighting this time around. So hopefully when I start streaming tonight, I will be able to give you some action on everything that's going on. Just one check at the rewards. I don't think any of the rewards have changed, and if you're interested in reading about the rules for the new rules for Archipelago Raid, please feel free to check out my video of the update for the event, which goes over all of those changes. With that being said, this is Mr. Brain, your friendly neighborhood gaming dad, signing off.